Hello friends. In this video lecture, I discuss about the unit number 4 which already started in the last video lecture session. In the last video lecture session, we discuss about the three topics. First one is the introduction, then second one is the scope of engineering ethics, and third one there are the accepting and sharing the responsibilities. So in this video lecture, I discuss about the remaining three topics regarding your unit number 4. Unit number 4 is slightly, we can say, there are the short. So in the there are the last three topics are remaining. So in this video lecture I discuss about it. So there are the last three topics are impediments to the responsibility, then the resolving the ethical dilemma, and the last one is the making moral choice. So let's start it. First of all, what are the impediments to the responsibility? Here there are the new word which there are the impediments. Okay, so first of all I tell you what are the meaning of the impediments. Impediment means some type, we can say, there are the something that carries the barrier to achieve your responsibility. Some factors that create a barriers, create a trouble to achieve your responsibility goal. So what are the factor, what are the impediments that create the barrier to achieve the responsibility to the engineers? Okay, so here there are the factor, we can say there are the impediments to create the barriers regarding the responsibility achieved. Okay, so first of all there are the self interest. Sometimes engineer doing some type of selfishness activity, so they cannot achieve their responsibility level. Sometimes we can take the examples. In the last video lecture I also tell that from the Leela circle to our college road, there are the Sitsa road. This type of we can say tender is given to the engineers, and you can see that are the selfishness is totally done in this activity, that all you can see there are the lower level raw material is used in this road. So we can say here the self interest is higher achieve by the than the responsibility. Okay, so then after second one is a fear. Sometimes engineer cannot achieve their responsibility because of fear. In the last video lecture I discuss about the whistle blowing. Okay, so sometime engineer doing the whistle blowing activity, then after they can see that their colleagues, their superior can can, we can say that they cannot achieve their standards, and if the engineer doing this type of whistle blowing activity, so they have some type of fear regarding to their lose their job. So at that time they cannot achieve the responsibility. Then third one is a self discipline. Deception means what? Sometime engineer can doing that this work is doing by for organization only, there are not my responsibility. So this type of self decision sometimes create a negligence of the responsibility. Then after the ignorance, they cannot we can say as an engineer, as a engineer ethics, they cannot accept the responsibility, they ignore the responsibility. Okay, then after different perceptions, we can easily take the example that different person have a different type of perceptions. So if as an engineer they can use their this type of perception that this is not my job, that I cannot do this type of activity, that my job is only do this activity, then people's welfareness cannot matter me. So this type of different perception cannot achieve the responsibility by the engineers. Then after sixth one is a lack of acceptance of authority. Sometimes engineers have to get responsibility by the higher authorities, but sometimes they cannot achieve or they cannot accept the authority by this type of, we can say, the delegation of authority is given to them, but they cannot achieve the responsibility. In the organization always authority and responsibility both are in the same manner, but they cannot achieve it. Then after group think, there are the various we can say very important topic, that are the group think. Whenever there are the work is given in the group, at the time there are the we can say in the group there are the various members. So different people have the different type of ideology, different types of, we can say, views, perceptions. So at that time, if they can given the work in the group, and in the group they cannot achieve, any person cannot achieve their, we can say they cannot achieve the accountability responsibility. They can work like as a group, they cannot work as a responsible person in the group. Okay, so this type of, we can say, impediments can not doing in the organization, and engineers cannot achieve their responsibility. Okay, then after, the second one is the responsible professionals and the ethics cooperations. What are there? So here, first of all, from the ethical corporations, we can start first of all the profession. What is the meaning of profession? First of all, I can tell you that the profession means, there are the mainly three types in the economical activities. There are the business, job, and profession. Okay, whenever you working in the profession, at the time profession have require some types of sophisticated skills, knowledge, and we can say expertise in this factor. Okay, you have the required this type of knowledge, then after you can doing the this type of profession. Take the example that the law, in the law there are the lawyers, then after in the medical field there are the doctors, and in your engineering field there are, you are the engineers. So what are, there are the diagram which tell you about the profession. First of all, there are the controlling the society whenever you working in the profession. So engineering is a one type of profession. Then at that time you have to control on your society, because you have the responsibility as a on your shoulder, that you have to doing the welfare activity for the society. Then after, there are the academic training. Whenever you working in the profession, at that time in the engineering field you have the 4 years academic training. In the academic training you can learn about the descriptive theories or regarding your engineering field. Then after, there are the discretions, means you have to doing some type of new activities, new innovations in your field. Then after, there are the public good, means you have to doing the good activities with your public. You have to continuous touch with your audience, your public, your we can say you are the third party regarding your society. Then here is a profession's meaning is given to you. Then the last one is a not mechanized, means what, whenever you working in the profession, at that time some type of profit in, whenever you work in the profession, at that time some slow, some we can say there are the some standards whichever you accept or whichever you achieve, then after you get the professional degrees. Take the example, that doctor have, whenever you going for the hospital, at that time you can see there are the some type of certificates are given by the authorized institution to the doctor, that they can doing this type of activity. And whenever you are pass out from the college, at that time there is a certificate is given to you that you can doing this type of activities. Okay, so in the profession you have to doing the very expertise way, and then you can do the profession. Then profession is very good activity. In the profession you have to require the expertise knowledge, and in the, we can say, in the return you can get the fees. Okay, in the profession. Then after, what are the professional responsibility? Whenever as an engineer there are the profession, at that time in your profession what are the responsibility you have to be do in whenever you work in as an engineer? First of all, there are the confidentiality. Okay, whenever as an engineer you work in the organization, at that time you have the various types of secret information which cannot reveal, which cannot disclose by you, because you can reveal this type of secret to the third party, or we can say your rival organization, rival firm. So organization cannot achieve their standards. Okay, if you reveal this confidential information to your competitor, then organization cannot we can say achieve their standards, achieve their profit organisms. Then after, Conflict of interest. Okay, sometimes there are the create the conflict of interest between your self interest and organizational interest, because whenever you're working in the profession, at that time you cannot given the priority to your self interest. First of all, you have to given the priority for the organization interest and public interest, because whenever you work in the profession, you have the responsibility regarding doing the welfare of the public. Then after, environmental ethic is a very important. You can also see there are the various examples regarding the environmental crisis doing in the latest scenario. You can also take the example of the air pollution, water pollution. In the next slide you can also learn about it. So whenever you working in the profession as an engineer, at that time you have to doing some type of environmental ethics. You cannot doing this type of you cannot do this type of activity which harm the environment. Okay, you can also innovate, or you can innovative styles, or you can do the invention in your field that less harm to the environment and doing the good activities. Okay, so as a profession there are the responsibility of the engineers. Then computer ethics is a very important. Whenever you working as a computer engineer, and you can also take the example that there are the in the latest scenario, whenever you working in the any field, there are the computer is very important. There are the all work in now in the scenario, there are the all works are doing this on the computers only. Okay, at that time computers have to be conduct some type of various secret, we can say secret information, secret formulas, secret machineries design making. So whenever you work as an engineer, you cannot doing this type of activity, like you cannot share the information, you cannot hack the information to the other peoples, and you cannot use or misuse this type of information. Okay, so there are the main four responsibility to your profession. First of all, confidentiality, then conflict of interest, environmental ethics, and computer ethics. In the computer ethics, you can do the best activities, and you cannot reveal, you cannot hack your information or doing the hacking activity in your field. Okay, then after, there are the resolving ethical dilemmas. Okay, there are, this question is asked by in GTU examination 2019, so it's very important. So whenever dilemmas means what, some type of conflict with your self interest and the organization or public interest. At that time, what type of activity you have to do, how you solve this type of dilemmas. Okay, so here there are the main two methods regarding solving this ethical dilemma. First one is a line drawing method, and second one is the flow chart. Okay, so there are the main two methods. In this you can easily solve the ethical dilemmas. Whenever you working as an engineer, there are the, you have to face this problem that doing the self interest means doing for your object, doing for your interest work, or doing for the work for the public. Okay, so this type of line drawing and flow chart, there are the two methods which you can use for solving this type of ethical dilemmas. Okay, I can give you the situation, what type of ethical dilemma you have to face in your your future jobs. Take the example, whenever you working in the organization, at that time take the example, whenever you working as an engineer in your organization, and you can know about it that what type of machinery you use in your production system, which we can say which automatically affected to you, your organization. Okay, but if you doing this type of activity, this hazardous for the public, but you cannot use this if you cannot use this type of machinery, you cannot achieve your production level. Then what type of, we can say that what type of activities you do. Okay, so this type of dilemmas is very important. Okay, and you can face in your professional jobs. Then what type of activity you have to do to solve this type of ethical dilemmas. So there are the mainly two methods. First one is a line drawing method and flow chart method. So let's learn about it. First of all, here there are the picture, you can see there are the factories given here, there are the factories running, and you can see that from the factory there are doing the air pollution, higher air pollution, and there are the water pollution is also done. So whenever you can see, take the example, whenever you working in the organization as an engineer, at that time your professional responsibility to solve this type of problem which are faced by our India. Very, we can say there are the various we can say very miserable and we can say very important type of problem, okay, that's faced by our India. That we can say there are the water pollution, air pollution, okay, noise pollutions. So I also interested that you can do this type of activity as an engineer. Whenever you work in the organization, you can do some type of innovation that we can reduce this type of problems, and we can solve this type of problems, and also try to doing the welfare activity for our nations, okay. So here there are the one problem is faced by the factory, that if they can release this type of we can say this type of wastage to the water, then the water is polluted, and if the water is polluted, then the automatically there are the harmful for the public, or we can say harmful for the health of public, okay. So here there are the main problem is faced by the India. There are the air pollution and water pollution. So what type of ethics, if you cannot release this water in the nearby river, then what type of activity you have to do? So here after in the line drawing method, whenever you working in the line drawing method, at that time you have to doing first of all hypothesis, and after you have to select the hypothesis, then after you have to select the most acceptable thing and most unacceptable things. So here there are the main five hypotheses which have to be we can say they are selected by the firm to reduce this type of water pollution. So in there are the first five hypothesis. First one was true at the 5 ppm. What is the meaning of ppm? Ppm means part per million. Then it's harmless that the taste of the water may change, okay. First of all, I tell you that whenever you working in the organization or working in the factory or production, at that time you have to release some type of wastage to the water or nearby, we can say nearby water bodies. At that time government can give you some type of certificate, okay, that you can release this quantity water to the this type of quantity of your wastage in the water. If you can release that higher level beyond this level, then water can pollute it. So here there are the main five hypotheses are created. First one, through at the 5 ppm it's a harmless. If you release the 5 ppm water wastage to this water bodies, then water cannot change, okay, and taste may be changed, but harmless for the peoples. Then second one is the chemical can be effectively removed by the existing equipment. If you doing this type of activity, you can remove the chemical uh, from your wastage, and you release the wastage from the water, then it's helpful and it's cannot very hazardous, okay. Then after third one is the company will have to purchase a new equipment to remove this type of chemical. Then there are the example that company try to we can say that purchase a new machinery that easily we can say remove these chemicals and also helpful for the we can say health of the public. Then occasionally people may feel sick, but it would not last for the more than a week. Means if you release this water and cannot we can say affect to the public, and we can say public can occasionally harmless and occasionally feel the sick, and then after they can revive. Then fifth hypothesis is the equipment can be installed at the plant for the further reduce wastage level to 1 ppm. Means you have to develop the new equipment, then further you can reduce this type of we can say wastage in the water body. So here there are first of all in the line drawing method you have to we can say you have to introduce the hypothesis. So there are the five hypotheses regarding the wastage we can say reveal in the water. So from the line drawing method you have to draw the diagram. So here is a diagram in the next slide. So here is the diagram regarding your line drawing method. So here you can see there are the something that is totally not acceptable to the something that is a completely acceptable. In the fourth point we can discuss that the fourth hypothesis, there are the people occasionally feel the sick, which cannot, we can say, which cannot acceptable, because it's not we can say ethical way, which cannot acceptable in the engineering ethics, because we can say as a responsibility to you can not harm to the public. Then after the first topic we can discuss that the we can taste of the water can change, which can also not acceptable, we can say slightly acceptable partially. Then fifth one is also that equipment can install for the further 1 ppm water is released in the wastage is released in the water bodies. And the second one is the chemical can be effectively removed for the equipment, which is very important. And third hypothesis we can say is a very important, that the company will doing the purchase a new equipment which can totally we can say totally remove the chemical from the wastage, and then after we release the wastage in the river. So it's very acceptable hypothesis. So line drawing method is very important. Okay, so in the line drawing method you have to first of all you have to think about the hypothesis, and then after you have to doing the something that not acceptable and something that is a completely acceptable. Okay, then after second method is the flow charting method. Then flow chart method is also used by in the engineering field whenever you working in your type of we can say projects. At that time you can do this type of flow chart. So here is a flow chart method. First of one you have to analyze, you have to in first of all you have to analyze regarding the problem. Then after you have to prepare the problem statement. Then after the problem you have to find the problem, and then after you have to doing the decisions. Then in the second step you have to doing the decisions, and in the decision what type of consequences and what type of action you have to face. First of all, take the example from the line drawing method. You have to face in the take the example that you have to we can say that you have to select the fifth hypothesis. You have to select the fifth hypothesis that the equipment can be installed the plant for the further reduce the waste level of the 1 ppm. So if you release the higher wastage in the water, then you have to face the problem regarding the water change and regarding the illness of the public health. Then what type of decision you have to take in the second decision means, if your first decision cannot achieve, then after you have to select the second decision. In the second decision making you have to face the consequence and take the actions. Means you in the third you have to take the example of third hypothesis, that company will have to purchase a new equipment and remove the chemical, which is a very important and acceptable by the firm, because in this decision you have to face the consequences regarding the plant regarding the new plant establishments and new machinery purchase problems. Then you can easily solve from the take the loan from the bank, and you can easily solve your financial crisis. And what are the outcomes you have to get? So after these decisions what type of outcome you have to get, you have to analyze this. So flow charting method and line drawing method, there are the two methods for the solving the ethical dilemmas, and this is a very important question regarding your examinations. So I hope that you understand about it. Then after there are the last point is a making a moral choice. So here there are the main five topics regarding the moral choices in the ethics, engineering ethics. First one is a unilateral approach. Then second one is a right approach. Then third one is a fairness and justice approach. And the fourth one is a common and good approach. And fifth one is a virtue approach. Okay. So let's start is first of all there are the unilateral approach. First of all, what are the topics are contained in the unilateral approach? Whenever you consider in the moral choice, there are the unilateral approach are the weights the cost against the benefit, but may go wrong when only one person is harmed against the benefit of many, but is a huge loss for the person. So unilateral approach means what? First of all, in the unilateral approach, as an engineer you have to take the moral choice, that you have to consider that what type of cost you have to occur. Continue with the example regarding the water waste, regarding the water pollution and the wastage in the water bodies you have to reveal. Take the example, if you selected the hypothesis 3, that you have to purchase a new machinery for the reducing the chemical level. At that time you have to face the problem of cost, means your production cost is higher because you have to purchase a new machinery. Okay, so whenever you purchase a new machinery, this only loss for the one person, because you have to face the cost problem, but it is a helpful for the overall public. So it's a unilateral approach. It's in this approach there are the only one person can in the huge loss and other peoples are in the benefits. Okay, so it's called the unilateral approach. Then the second one is the right approach. Then in the right approach, that helps in making a decision based on the right of the individual on how she or he must be treated, but those right can only be decided by the people in the question. Means in the right approach there are the decision make on the business, decision is taken by the higher authorities like the CEOs. Like take the example of the senior engineers, they can take the they can decide the overall things, and there are the right of individual regarding their only. Means right approach decided by the people regarding the higher authorities, and this is the approach is only consider on their authorities and that only helpful to them. Okay, then after there are the in the right, first of all we have to discuss the unilateral approach. In the unilateral approach there are the cost benefit is considered. In the second there are the right approach, there are the consider only the right decision is made by the senior authorities. Then you can also consider there are making moral choice. In the moral choice there are the 5 approaches, so in this diagram they have to discuss about it. Then third one is a virtue approach, then fourth one is a fairness approach, and the fifth one last one is a common good approach. Okay, so there are the third approach is the fairness or the justice approach. Okay, so it's very important. Fairness is a good approach is based on the belief that the all equal are to be treated equally. Means whenever you working as an engineer, at the time you have to doing the fairness activity. You cannot doing the partiality, you cannot doing a we can say take a bribe from the other people for your self interest. You can doing the good activity and fair activity and treated all people as a equal people. Okay, then the common good approach. Okay, whenever you working in the engineer, at that time you have to doing the intergood relationship with your society and doing the ethical doing the ethical way, because it's a valuable and very special your profession. At that time you have to doing a good condition and good welfare approach to the everyone. So common good approach, take the example that in the common good approach there are these based on the welfare for the everyone in the common condition. You cannot doing the you cannot doing the unethical practices or we can say self interest activities. You can doing the good approach. Take the example, take the effective take the example of the there are the many system like the law and effective police departments, fire departments, healthcare department, public education systems. So they are treated as a equal for the all public. Then after there the last one is the virtue approach. Okay, virtue approach. So in the virtue approach is based on the ideal virtue on the which your character is based. So this virtue are mainly guided by the religious belief. Spiritual practices of the person is more valuable. Okay, means as a person, as a character, you is doing the very good person. Your religion means your religion cannot allow you to doing the unethical practices. Okay, so virtue means what? Means you doing as a kind person, as a good person. As an engineer, whenever you work, at that time virtue approach means your spiritual activity, your region cannot allow you to the we can say not doing the unethical practices. So it's a virtual approach. Okay, so this is all about your unit number 4. Here your unit number 4 is completed. Thank you.